Hey guys, so in this DIY I show you how to take those Perler Pacman that I made and turn them into this. This is an awesome little chain with a large claw clasp. They are commonly referred to as purse jewelry, but the fun thing about this DIY is that you don't have to just put it on your purse. You can also put it on your backpack for school, make it for your kids. It can be used for all sorts of different things besides just putting it on your purse. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and go straight to the DIY. For this DIY, you're going to need 2 needle nose pliers, large chunky silver chain, those Perler Pacmans you made, as well as a large claw clasp, jump rings, and a round nose pliers. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to measure out that chunky chain that we're using. And you can see how big it is right there. And we're going to measure that out. And then we're going to start doing the setup of how we want this to look. So I'm just going to roughly put my ghosts and my Pac-Man where I want them to be so that I can determine how much chain I need to cut off. Now, how much chain you cut off is determined by how big you make those Perler creations and how long you want your chain to be, if you want your creations to be closer together or further apart. So now that I've determined how long I want mine to be, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to separate those chains by opening the one chain link up, and then I'm just going to pull the other half out. Now before we close that back up, we're going to go ahead and take our large claw clasp and we're just going to slide that right in since the hole's big enough. And then we're going to go ahead and close that link up. Now you want to make sure when you close this that it's nice and secure so that that claw clasp doesn't come off. So you can see right there how it looks. So then we're going to take our little Pac-Man and we are going to determine how we want him to sit, how many chain links down you want him, and at what angle you want him to sit at. So I've decided I want to make my hole about where my fingernail is. So we're going to go ahead and take our round nose pliers, poke a hole through, and we're going to do this on both ends just enough so that we can get those jump rings in there without them getting stuck. So now that we've got that the way we want it, we're going to take one of our jump rings, and I'm using a fairly large size, and we're going to take those needle nose pliers and we're going to open that up and slide that through the hole. Before you close the hole, you want to put the link of where you want it. So you want to put that in the jump ring as well. Then go ahead and close your jump ring. And I like to overlap mine a little bit just to make sure that they're nice and secure. And then I like to round them off and I like to fiddle with them just to make sure that they're nice and secure and they're closed properly. For me, this is about a minute or so process, only because, like I said, I don't want it to come apart. So in order for my security to make sure it's closed properly, I do fiddle with it a little bit. So you can see there how that looks, and you kind of get a look at how it's going to look. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to fast forward through this. Now with my little ghost, I do put my little hole in the corner of the top corner of the ghost, and then I count down about 5 links before attaching it, and then doing the same thing with my jump ring. And we are basically going to repeat all of these processes with all of my ghosts, and I am trying to put them in the same pattern that they were when I first laid them out. And then I just count down 5 links every time I do this. So you can see it's not a very hard or lengthy process. It just takes about a minute to count down the links, and then you just attach your little Perler ghost guys. So we're attaching our last one here, and once that's done, I will give you a nice up-close picture of how they're going to look. So now that's all nice and secure. I'm going to go ahead and lay those out. So you can see there how it looks when it's hanging. And then I'm just going to lay that out there. And there's your up close of how it looks. I hope you guys enjoyed that DIY on this lovely Pac-Man purse jewelry. Make sure to have fun with it and make your own. Send me pictures on Instagram. And make sure to follow me while you're sending me pictures, because I always post pictures of fun stuff that I'm working on. Also, make sure to like me on Facebook so you can see what the DIYs look like long before I put up the video. Also, make sure to check out my Etsy shop, because you never know. One day, this fun thing might end up on there for you to purchase. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.